All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's presentation. I'm just going to share my screen here, and we'll get started on the slideshow that we're going to show you tonight regarding Beachbody and coaching and the reason that we're all as excited as we are. Can you guys, am I sharing the screen? Danielle, are we good on that? Okay, I see a thumbs up. So let's go ahead and get started on this. It'll take about 30 minutes. I want to thank you guys all for coming and spending 30 minutes of your evening with us tonight. You've been invited here for a reason. So I don't know if you're someone who maybe has been doing Beachbody stuff and you're a little bit curious about what the coaching thing is and how we get paid to be coaches. I don't know if you're someone who's just maybe thinking about getting started on your own fitness or losing some weight or using some of our products as a customer. Or maybe you're a coach that's coming in to just learn a few things. I don't know why you're here, but I can tell you that we're excited that you're here. You are here with a group of people who are really passionate about the mission of Beachbody. And that mission is just to share healthy, active living, share a life full of passion, one where we can help other people have the fulfillment of helping people and also make money. So we've all decided to partner with a company called Beachbody, and that's why you're here tonight, just to hear a little bit more about who we are, what we do, why we do it. Throughout this presentation, there may be some things where you look at that and go, man, that really sounds great. It sounds like something I want to do. If that's the case, great. If not, no big deal. There's no pressure in tonight's webinar. There's no pressure in you feeling like you have to sign up. Listen, at the end of the day, we just want to tell you a little bit more about what we do and have you have the freedom of choice whether or not you want to be part of that in some way. And so I want to thank you for the 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and just get rolling. A little bit about me, so you're like, who's this dude talking to me? I've never seen this guy before. I am Italian, so I tend to talk a little fast, so please forgive me for that. I'm also a high school football coach, so I can tend to talk a little bit loudly, and so I ask you to forgive me for that too. But I've been a high school football coach for 17 years. I've been a husband for 4. My wife and I, you can see that's our little girl in the picture down in the bottom right. For 17 years, I've been a high school football coach. Is what I've done. I did insurance for 10 years. I got married 4 years ago. My wife and I are expecting twins now, so I'm about to go from being a daddy of 1 to being a daddy of 3 little kids, which is awesome. And about 7-8 years ago, I got sick of just being fat, and I picked up a set of P90X. I don't know if you've heard of P90X, but that was the program that Beachbody did that I used back in 2008 to lose over 100 pounds. At the time, I was an insurance agent. I was in the Rotary Club. I didn't really want to do Beachbody as a business. I didn't really think, I didn't really understand it. But I decided, because people were already asking me and I was already helping some people with their own weight loss and already getting them into Beachbody programs, I decided to become a coach. And crazy enough, here I am, 7 years after that fact. My wife and I have earned over $1 million as Beachbody coaches. So if there's any doubt in your mind, if this is like a real business that pays you real freaking money, I can tell you from firsthand experience, it does. It pays you. You get a paycheck every Thursday, and that paycheck grows depending on how many people you help. That really is the bottom line, right? And so we built an incredible team of coaches from around North America. We have coaches in every corner. Some of them are even stationed abroad, like Danielle is in Japan, stationed with the military. And so we've had coaches that have had great transformations. You can see my friend Greg Bird won $25,000 in the Beachbody Challenge. So we have some people that start that way, and they start just by their own weight loss, their own fitness, and they fall in love with the company like I did. And then we have coaches who come from the other side. Maybe they're already enthusiastic about fitness, and they're thinking, what, if I could partner with a company and get paid for that to help people from home part-time, why wouldn't I do that? And so but at the end of the day, here's the truth is this, that we're all just people who really take a love and interest in helping other people. We want to see other people succeed. We believe in the products and programs that Beachbody puts out, and we're wholeheartedly in it as far as the mission goes. Like we believe wholeheartedly in the mission of Beachbody, and that mission is to help other people achieve their goals, right? And to help them live a healthier, active life. How many of you agree that in our country, especially, we have an obesity epidemic that needs answered, right? Like there's a lot of people and they're out there trying to figure this thing out, but there's something missing. Well, we have the full solution for people, which is why people have a greater chance of long-term success when they partner with a company like ours and a community like ours. And that's just the truth. And let's talk a little bit about that company. Back in 1998, 2 guys, Carl and John, who are now personal friends of mine, decided to start a company called Beachbody from scratch. They had no programs. In fact, it took them a whole year to come out with Great Abs Guaranteed, which was like a little 10-minute workout video. And over the course of 5, 6, 7 years, they were coming out with one program a year. It was Power 90 and Slim in 6. And then P90X came. And P90X was like a monster, right? It turned into a monster, and it turned into like a social phenomenon, especially in the United States. In fact, it was like on Jeopardy last night. There was a question about P90X on Jeopardy. So, but at the time, they were just really doing these workout programs, and they were selling them solely through infomercials. And they started selling enough of them, and they wanted to expand their business, right? They thought, we need to get these programs in the hands of more people because they actually work, and people were getting real results with them. And so they faced a choice. They could either partner with Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, some of these retail stores, and let them sell the workout programs and let them sell the nutritional stuff and split the money with those already big box retailers. Or they could partner with their existing customer base, people like you, people like me. They could partner with us and say, you know what, you guys are already referring people, and we believe that social accountability is a big reason why our people succeed with this stuff. So why not let you make money off of that? And I want you to think about that choice they made, because how many companies do you use their stuff, you like it, and you recommend it, but they don't pay you? Well, Beachbody's a company. You use their stuff, you like it, you're feeling good about yourself, you recommend it to other people. And when you do that and you help them get enrolled, the company pays you for that recommendation, okay? And that really is what has helped us explode the fitness world. I mean, we have become the #1 home fitness and nutrition company in the entire world. And that's what we have programs now that fit everybody's needs. So it doesn't matter if you're like a super young athletic person and you want to do insanity, or let's say that you're like a stay-at-home mom and you got 3 kids running around and you don't have a lot of time. You could do T25 or 21-day fix. Or even someone like my dad who's in his 60s can do Tai Chi and deal with his arthritis and deal with those kind of things and physical pain. So, or maybe you're someone like me who's like a former football player and loves to lift weights, and we have a program like Body Beast for you. But the reality is this: we have a program that fits everybody, multiple trainers, but we also have, just like we have #1 fitness products, we also have #1 nutritional products and things like Shakeology and the 3-day refresh. And you know, it really is this. It's the combination of the fact that there's such a crisis in our country when it comes to exercise and nutrition, okay? The obesity epidemic is at huge proportions right now. It's tripled in the last 25 years. So from 1990 until today, obesities went from 12% up to 35%, okay? We're now at like 70 to 75% of people who are overweight or obese, okay? And the other 25 or 30% are people who are already active and living healthy and eating healthy. And so they relate to what we have to offer anyway. So the reality is this, that no matter who they are, we can offer to help them in some way. And that's why, and this is actually an old slide. So you can see that, you know, one of the ways that personally I judge companies is, are they consistently growing, or is it like up and down and up and down? Is it like a big peak and a crash, right? Kind of like stocks. You guys ever, like, when you look at stocks and you kind of want to see that little, you know, just up and up and up thing. You don't want to see huge peaks and valleys, huge peaks and valleys. Well, this chart demonstrates to you our growth. In fact, we are now in 2015 grown even more to about 700,000. And it's a mix between, you know, the huge need. But the other thing is this: what we have truly works. And we believe in it, and there's a group of people, a community of people behind it that believe in it and want to spread the word of it. And that's why we've went from, you know, 40 coaches at the beginning of this thing to now we have over 300,000 coaches. So as our coach network has grown, and as we've added people who want to be fitness and health and healthy living advocates and have made a choice to partner with Beachbody because we believe in their stuff, that really is what we do. To be honest with you, and that's why it works, because we are a full solution for people. So unlike just going to GNC and getting crap off the shelves, or going into Dick's Sporting Goods and picking up a Jillian Michaels workout, when people come to Beachbody, they get a full solution. We know this, that it takes all 4 of these things for people to truly stay motivated long-term and to keep the results long-term. The first thing is fitness. They need a fitness plan, something that's mapped out for them so that it takes away the guesswork, right? And they can do it easily. Well, all of our programs come with a calendar. All of our programs are put together by professional trainers, and all of our programs work if you just follow the system, right? We also know there needs to be nutrition, right? You can't outwork a bad diet. And so we know that the eating habits of people are typically not very good. Even the ones that are good aren't great in our society, right? So with every program, we have a nutritional guide that comes with it. The majority of our customers now use the 21-day fix, the portion control containers, which helps you eat just very balanced. It's the easiest plan that I've ever seen as far as a nutrition plan goes. It's like nutrition for dummies, and it teaches you how to eat more balanced, and teaches you how to eat in proper proportions, so that you're not under eating or overeating. But then we also have, Shakeology. We're going to talk a little bit more about Shakeology, which for me is like, to me, and we're going to talk about Shakeology in a minute, but it's the best nutrition that you could put in your body that you could find. And and that's just the truth. Like, my wife is pregnant with twins right now, and she refuses to not drink Shakeology every day because she knows our unborn babies are getting all of that dense nutrition. Okay. So fitness and nutrition, we also know that peer support, and the peer support is where a lot of people, even if they have the fitness and nutrition right, they don't have a community of like-minded people to belong to. That's where we come in as coaches. That's what our coach network is. We are a community of people, like-minded people who are positive, who are driven, who aren't perfect. Trust me, we're not perfect. I've had my ups and downs. Luckily, I'm a coach because the community supports me and helps me get back on track. And without that community, at the end of the day, you become what you surround yourself with. All right. And so if you don't like where you're at when it comes to your health, when it comes to your weight, or when it comes to your income or your money or your debt, then maybe you need to start hanging around a new group of people that are going to help you think in different ways and help you achieve in different ways. That's what this community does for people. Okay. We help them elevate their life because we elevate their thinking and we elevate their habits. And then rewards. You're going to get paid as a coach, or you can win money. I won 50 grand for losing 100 pounds. Pretty freaking sweet, right? So those are the 4 pillars of success. And we hit on Shakeology a little bit, but Shakeology is our flagship nutritional product. And I think it's often misunderstood because it's easy to look at Shakeology and be like, oh, that's like a shake. I'm just going to go to GNC and get the bag of shake stuff for $40 or $50 or whatever it is, and think it's the same thing. I'm telling you right now, it's not. Like, if you actually look at what it is, you're not getting anywhere close to the same value in the stuff that you're getting off the shelves at these other places. Shakeology is 70 superfoods. It's actually whole food. So they take things like roots and grasses and these superfood vegetables and superfood fruits and nuts and seeds, and they dry them untouched by an oven. So it's all the same solid, dense nutrition. This is all stuff untouched by toxins, untouched by pesticides, untouched, it's not farmed in the way that the majority of our food is farmed. And that's a big thing because our bodies need solid, untouched nutrition, right? And there's very few places in our culture where we can find really good quality food. And even when we do find it, we're not using it all the time or on an everyday basis, the majority of us. So this is one place where you can get that every single day in a dose. Like, you just make the shake and you drink the shake for breakfast or you drink it for lunch. Personally, for me, when I started eating healthier, I was going to Subway every day and spending like $7, $8, $9 on a Subway salad every day, right? Well, as a coach, I think I pay like $3.50 or $4 a day for my Shakeology, and I get better nutrition with it. So it's actually better food for me than what I'm going to get if I go have a Subway salad, and it's half the cost. So to me, it's like, I'd be spending that money somewhere, and most likely I'd be spending it at a gas station on an energy drink or a 5-hour energy shot, trying to make myself feel better and have more energy when I could just drink this stuff that's on this wall and put it in a shake that tastes like chocolate pudding, right? Personally, there's a lot of different flavors of Shakeology. I'll be honest with you, and I'm sitting on the floor now. See, this is real stuff. This is like just a real guy in this house. That's my wife and my kids up there. All right. And I'm now sitting on the floor in front of my thing, and all my Shakeology stuff's over there. But here's the thing. When Shakeology first came out, I was a skeptic. I thought it was too expensive. I didn't want to drink it. But what I noticed happening was this. A lot of people that were struggling to get results and lose weight actually started losing weight because they added Shakeology in. In fact, I have lost 100 pounds, but it took me 15 months. If I started coaching people through the programs that had 100 pounds to lose, they were doing it in 9 months or 10 months instead of 15. And the only difference was Shakeology, right? That was the only difference. So I knew that people were starting to get results faster. I also knew people were getting off their cholesterol meds. And so I decided to put my mom on Shakeology kind of as a test, right? She was 60 years old. She had been on Lipitor for 20 years. And I said, all right, Mom, listen, I just want you to give me 3 months on Shakeology. Let's check your cholesterol now. Let's check it 3 months from now. Let's see what the doctor says. She went 3 months. On meds, her cholesterol was 280. She had been on meds for 20 years. The doctor told her, you'll never be off meds. You're just always going to have to take these, right? She drank Shakeology, and 60 days in, she didn't even get to 90 days. 60 days in, her cholesterol was cut in half. It was 140, right? And her doctor was blown away, and he took my mom off her meds. And I was at 60 years old, and my mom lost 35 pounds in a couple of months. And she started wearing makeup again, and she started putting her, sexy little heel shoes on again. And she started, and here I'm like, Grandma, come on now. You're 60 years old. You shouldn't be. But she was feeling good about herself, right? And really all she did was she was either walking or doing Power 90, and she was drinking Shakeology for breakfast every day. That's all she did. And she lost 35 pounds. She got off her cholesterol meds. And that made me a believer. That made me believe, all right, there's something to this stuff. It's worth the money, and now my family, we went 5 years without missing a day drinking Shakeology. In fact, my 2-year-old little daughter, she drinks a little bit of it every day. She does like a third of a shake every day, right? And she'll come up to me and she'll be like, Daddy, 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 shake, shake, right? And it's the best thing on earth. And here's the deal. I feel good when I give it to her. How many, if you have kids and sometimes like you're handing them a chicken nugget, you don't feel good handing them a chicken nugget, right? Well, I feel bad if I hand my daughter a chicken nugget, but I feel good when I hand her a Shakeology. That tells me that my belief in Shakeology, what it is. And it's not just the Shakeology. I mean, it's everything this company puts out is legit. There's a reason why this company has #1 infomercials all the time. There's a reason why there's literally over 1 million success stories, before and after pictures of people that use our stuff, because it's everything together. We can find a fitness program for you. We can find a nutritional plan for you. We can get you jump started on something like 3-day refresh, and we give you the peer support and the coaching that goes along with it. And that's why people get results. That's exactly why all of these people, and these are real people. I know probably at least half of these. I've met them face to face. I am one of those people. So I always laugh when people say those pictures aren't real. Full crap, they aren't. They're real freaking people. In fact, they took these pictures in their living room, most of them, right? And so, and you can see it's not always the same person. It's not just weight loss. Some of these people, it's like post-baby weight. Some of these people were skinny and wanted to get ripped. Some of these people were super obese and just wanted to get down to a more normal weight. Some people, started out already kind of fit and they just want to get super fit. Some are men, some are women, some are old, some are young. So it's not like it's just one kind of person that can use our stuff. People use our stuff and they get the peer support they need and they're going to get results. And that's exactly why. Because like I said earlier, you become what you surround yourself with, right? So when you get around people who are working out every day, who are eating healthy every day, drinking Shakeology every day, who are talking positive, thinking positive, moving positive, guess what happens in your life? You can't help but to become more like them, right? And so you can look at these pictures, right? And you can go, well, it must be nice for them. They're, already fit and they're already good looking and they're already, listen, okay? You become what you surround yourself with. This is what hit me when I lost my 100 pounds, right? I went, damn, all these fit, good-looking people are fit and good-looking because they've worked for it. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Like here I have been hating on these people for all this time when really I just needed to get off my ass and do something and get around them because I'll become more like them. Does that everybody understand that, right? So I don't know if you, and let me tell you about the community of people, man. I mean, we're not perfect, okay? We're not perfect. Some of us are a mess just like everywhere else, okay? But here's what I know. We're encouraging, we're supportive. We're gonna be there for you no matter how many times you fall, right? We're gonna help you understand better things about relationships, better things about money, better things about people skills, leadership skills. We're gonna help you understand the value of daily active living, doing something active in your life every single day. If you just getting around this community of people will change your life in so many positive ways. And that goes for anybody. I've got people who are doctors that have decided, and by all intents and purposes, they're considered successful by our society, right? But something's missing. They don't have the fulfillment, right? And so they start getting around this community of people and they get the fulfillment that instead of treating people for sickness, they're preventing sickness by helping them on the prevention side. Everybody understand that? So at this point, you might be saying, like, what is a coach, right? I mean, listen, we're not fitness experts. I don't have to plan people's workouts. The company does that. They buy a program. I mean, all I had to do was open up the booklet, look at the calendar, read the book, put the workout in, hit the play button, and move the best I could along with the people in the videos. That's it, right? And all we do is encourage other people to do that same thing. You don't have to be at your after picture. You know, yeah, you don't have to experience sales. All you have to do is, first of all, be willing to work towards a healthier, more active lifestyle yourself. Use the products that Beachbody has so that you can rightfully recommend them to other people, and just encourage other people to get started on their own journey. If you can see yourself helping people with health, fitness, weight loss, okay, and you wouldn't mind getting paid for helping them get started, then this is for you. And one of the great things is that you can do it from anywhere. Unlike, you know, I remember when I was at the insurance agency, I had to, for 10 years, be at the agency like 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week, right? And I was on lockdown. The difference in this business, here's the deal. We don't have to package anything. We don't have to keep it warehoused. We don't have to keep an inventory. We don't have to collect payments, and we don't have to send out billings, and we don't have to take care of the shipping. The company does all of that, right? They do all the business, and all we have to do is be the connector. The person that says, yeah, Joe, why don't we get you started on a 21-day fix? Or why don't we get you started on T25 challenge pack and help them get enrolled, okay? And when we do that, we can do that at any time from anywhere. So we've got people who have full-time jobs who work part-time and do this, you know, part-time on the side. As long as you have a phone and Facebook and things like that, and internet service, you can earn money helping other people. In fact, I was in the parking lot at Publix like yesterday, right? And before I started driving, I got on the phone. I did a quick call from the parking lot. Took me 10 minutes, bam, hung up, and I made money. How many of you would like to do that? How many of you know that you waste time doing stuff like watching TV or scrolling through news feeds? Well, think about all that unproductive time you have, and if you used it in a way to help people and get paid for it, you know, that's a win, right? So you can focus part-time, you can do it full-time. The majority of our coaches do this part-time. It's like, it's no different than volunteering for the Red Cross, except when you volunteer for the Red Cross and you're doing something worthy for the Red Cross, the Red Cross doesn't pay you. Well, it's no different with Beachbody, except you're volunteering to be an advocate for Beachbody and help people with that, but they're gonna pay you for it, which is a win-win. So you can make your own hours. In fact, and you get all kinds of rewards, recognition, you can earn commissions. You know, bottom line is this: when you enroll somebody, you get paid, okay? You could build a team of coaches, and as your team starts enrolling people, they get paid and you get paid, okay? So you know, either way is a win. You can earn trips. I don't know if you've ever traveled before, but before I started doing Beachbody, I had never been out of my little state of Ohio that I was originally from, right? For me, a trip was like going to the Cleveland Indians game or going to a Buckeyes game. That was like a big event for me, right? Since doing Beachbody, I've been to the south of France. I've been to Bora Bora, you know, those huts over the blue water. I won a trip to that. Like literally, like, you know, like for free. I went for free because I won it just for helping people. I just helped a lot of people that year to win it, but I did. You know, cruises, trips to, you know, Vegas. In fact, we're going to Nashville. You know, next month we're going to Nashville for our national convention. We got 25,000 coaches going to take over Nashville. It's going to be awesome. So you get, you know, but you get rewards, you get recognition. But I got to tell you, you know, I don't know. I mean, just a little bit of extra money every month. I mean, I don't know what $500 a month would do for you, but we have a ton of coaches making $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. You know, and then you got coaches like me who makes several $1,000s a week. You know, so I mean, you know, I don't know what you would end up making. That depends on how many people that you help. Does that make sense? But we can get you started in that direction, and give you the support and the communication that you need. So you're not going to be going it alone. It's not like you get started in a business. I mean, you're going to have other people like me and other people who have done this for a while give you tips and pointers so that you don't have to figure it all out on your own, right? We have training available. In fact, we have a great team of people that have been doing this for 7 or 8 years and have had success. We offer these weekly webinars that you can invite your people to. You know, we have like, you know, monthly team groups that you can invite your people to and all that kind of stuff. So, and as you can see, this is part of our team. We're just regular people. You know, it's not like we're anything different than what you're used to. We're real people. You know, I like to say we're made up of the girl next door, but just the girl next door that has a little bit of grit to her that's ready to dig in and kick some ass, right? Does that make sense? Like, that's how I see it, you know? Or they have a real heart for serving people, or they have a need to make money. Some of them like me were just sick of living tired and fat and depressed and broke. And here I am 8 years later, you know, I'm none of those things. Does that make sense? So, you know, that's why we get a lot of coaches like Lindsay McGuire. And this is just an example. I mean, Lindsay's a mother of two. She was a trainer before Beachbody, she was actually a personal trainer. She was working like 60 to 70 hours a week on her business, on her personal training business. And after she had the baby, she's like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep working 60 hours a week. I want to be with my kids. And so she also needed to lose some baby weight. So she didn't have a lot of time. She used T25, which is 25 minutes a day. She drank her shakes, and she lost like 20 to 30 pounds in a matter of like 2 or 3 months. And she lost her baby weight. And then she thought, you know what? I could be helping people from home part-time and have time with my kids and make money and not have to be a slave to working 60, 70 hours a week somewhere else, right? And so here she is now. She's been a coach, I think, for like 10 months to a year. And she's already earning more as a Beachbody coach than what she did working 60 hours a week as a personal trainer. And she still is able to help people with something that she's passionate about. But she could do it in her own time. She makes her own schedule. I asked her the other day, like, how many hours a week are you working? And she's like, I probably work, honestly, 15 hours a week as a Beachbody coach, and this is now her income. This is what she does. So we got story after story after story. And at that point, it really is just up to you. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, I don't know if it's for you or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We're not looking for everybody. We're not going to try to twist your arm and force you, because we believe so greatly in what we have that, listen, we're going to get to 1 million coaches with or without you. We'd rather do it with you, right? We'd rather you be on board with us, but come hell or high water, we will reverse the trend of obesity. Come hell or high water, we will help 1 million families, earn money as coaches. You guys understand that? So you can be part of that mission or part of that wave or not. That's totally up to you. But if you're ready to, then really all you got to do is say, yeah, I want to be a coach. Or maybe some of you aren't quite sure of the coaching thing, but you need to take a step and take an action when it comes to your fitness and when it comes to your own weight. Now, listen, I focused on my weight loss for 4 or 5 months before I became a coach. That's the route I took. All right. So but I got to tell you, like, we have a lot of people that just start right out of the gate as a coach. And as they go, they just go find 3 or 4 friends anyway to do it with them locally. And they earn enough money from those friends so that they basically can do their weight loss for free, right? Because they're getting enough money. You find 3 or 4 buddies and you help them get enrolled, you're going to make enough money to pay for your stuff. Does that make sense? So either way is good though. But if you decide to join as a coach, my recommendation is just do it on a challenge pack. Don't even consider the other options, because the challenge pack gives you everything that you need. You're going to get a program. You're going to get Shakeology. You're going to get your coach initiation fee waived. So you don't have to pay the $40 up front to be a coach. But you're going to get your first shipment of Shakeology. You're also going to get the club membership, which comes with the Beachbody on Demand. So you're going to get all these workouts you can stream. I mean, basically, listen, I want you to think about this. If you were going to start a Chipotle franchise restaurant, let's say you were going to pay Chipotle to start a Chipotle restaurant, it would cost you $425,000, I believe, for you to open a Chipotle restaurant. What we're saying is this: you can partner with the #1 fitness company in the world, right? Who has people like you, people like me, earning money with a Beachbody franchise. And your franchise comes with a workout program. It comes with your own Shakeology, right? And your initial investment is a couple $100 or less for you to partner with a company that already has everything set up for you. All you got to do is be willing to spread the word, okay? So just get going with the challenge pack. That's the best way to go as a coach, honestly. You do have an ongoing fee of $15.95. Now, I want you to think, if you own that Chipotle, would you have an electric bill, right? Would you have a payroll bill? Like, you got to pay the payroll company to do the payroll, right? Would you have to pay your employees, right? You would have all kinds of overhead. Well, with Beachbody, our overhead is $16 a month. That's your electric bill. That covers customer service. That covers your websites that are already built that you don't have to build, okay? That's the cheapest overhead of any business that you're ever going to find. Like, even if you had a t-shirt shop out of your garage, it would cost you more than $15.95 a month to own that business, okay? So for $15.95, not only do you get all of the business stuff, that's your overhead, but you also get 25% off anything you buy, and you get the ability to make commissions and bonus income off of anything that you sell or have a teammate sell. Everybody understand that? So that's it. When it comes to business, I mean, if you owned a fitness store with shelves that sold fitness stuff, right? If you were Dick's Sporting Goods, does Dick's Sporting Goods pay more than $15.95 to have its store every month? It does, right? So you got to understand something. Some people are like, well, I don't want to pay the $16 a month. I'm like, you don't understand business then. Like, you just don't. Like, it's no matter what business you're in, you're going to have some kind of overhead. This is as cheap as it gets, right? Does that make sense? It's as cheap as it gets, all right? You could join as a customer. The cost of joining as a customer, exactly the same as it is a coach. You get the same pack, but you don't have the ability to save money on future shipments, and you can't make money yet until you upgrade to a coach account. It's perfectly fine if you want to start that way. Either way is fine with me. I don't know which way is right for you, but here's what's going to happen. You and I have had our little heart-to-heart. You've heard my overly passionate version of what we are. Obviously, I believe in what we do, and that's the thing. We're gonna find people to help, whether that's you or not. I hope it's you. I want it to be you. I want to see you in our groups, and I want you to get around our community of people, and I want you to have great success, whether it's your fitness or your income. But at this point, it's up to you to make a choice on what you want and how you want to start. So your coach is going to follow up with you within the next 24 hours. In fact, I'm going to go back to the team, and I'm going to tell them to follow up with their people. So they're going to reach out to you. They're going to text you. They're going to call you. They're going to Facebook you, whatever. And they're just going to ask you what you liked about it, and if you think it's something for you. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to be completely honest with them if you're ready or not. And if you're ready, if you want to start as a customer or as a coach. If you have some questions, then now would be the time for you to ask those questions of your coach as they're following up with you. Okay? So when your coach follows up, ask whatever questions you have. If you still don't have the answers, feel free to come back to one of us. Find us on Facebook. My name is Tommy Migrant, M-Y-G-R-A-N-T. You're welcome to reach out to me as well. So with that said, guys, that's it as far as the presentation goes tonight. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for spending this 30 minutes with us tonight. I'm looking forward to working with you guys, the ones that decide to say yes. And with that said, I'm going to let you go, and hopefully you decide to kick some ass with us. I'll talk to you later. Peace.